Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral sets up play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Corral. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Showing it. Go right. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, alert 3.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now with the play clock down to their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, watch edge. 49, check 49. Oko over here. Check 26.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Woo! Let's get it.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Corral. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
17. Mike 17.
On the play fake, Corral. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Corral on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Rosen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch that. Jam him. Sponge. No.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Hatchet. Switch.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Check hot route. Hot. Big Ed.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Shift. He's crashing.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back north. Slam. Check 3. Hey, 88.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. We didn't get it.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Check. 24 is the mic.
It's our time. It's our time.
24 is the mic. We own them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And the Panthers first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Mike 17. Here we go, D.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down. Mike 17.
2nd and 10, Corral. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Not today, you are. Not today. Kill. 19, Tiger.
Out left to Anderson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything Everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And they're going to cross midfield and into Carolina territory. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. Down inside the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Scan 300, scan 300. Nickel, nickel. Bang, bang, bang.
Up the middle, Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end rock, time. Cut my team. Got four. Check smash. I got it.
24 is the mic.
Here we go.
24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A final shot before the half for Corral. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Hey, Mike.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to roam now. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Mike 17. Hey, here we go.
Here's Corral on first down. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch. He was also fortunate. No turnover either.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Mike 17. Target.
60 Maverick.
Corral, another throw on second down. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
47's the mic.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check safety.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown,